What is good, everybody? My name is Darren, and this is my new podcast, DJ Sports Play. And the topic for today will be the trades that these three teams have made and how it has impacted their teams: the Baltimore Ravens, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Los Angeles Chargers. We will be discussing all three of those teams today with DJ Sports Play. So, with the first player I will be discussing is Alohi Gilman, who we acquired from the Los Angeles Chargers. In return, the Los Angeles Chargers got Dafe Owe and a seventh round pick. After the deadline, after acquiring Alohi Gilman, the Baltimore Ravens, ever since then, have had the fewest TDs allowed with 9 touchdowns over an 8-week span, which is the fewest in the NFL. Points allowed, they were ranked third in the league, allowing an average of 15 points per game. Reports indicated they were only giving up 14 points per game after the trade for Gilman. Our red zone defense has been ranked number one in the NFL in red zone efficiency. We ranked third with 3 quarterback hits and with a 53 quarterback hit rate. And we are top fifth in that span with 13 total takeaways. Opposing QBs have been held to a 113 passer rating. And I feel like for us, I feel like that's an improvement because I feel like before then, the QBR rating was way higher. Our defense had struggles in the beginning of the season, adapting to Zach Orr and what he likes to call. I feel like the defense, with all the losses they had, including Matabike, Bilal Cone, and all the injuries we've had to deal with, I feel like we've made do with what we've had so far. I feel like there's been a lot of heat around John Harbaugh because he's been a Ravens coach for over a decade, and some Ravens fans are calling for him to be fired, which, I get them, but I also feel like the only problem with firing Harbaugh is it's going to be like a hard search for a new coach. Harbaugh has built a culture around Baltimore. Me personally, I feel like Harbaugh, he's good at like special teams with them, but I feel like the message is run stale. I feel like he's losing the locker room. I feel like you can see it on the expressions of the players' faces that they're not liking what he's doing anymore with his team decisions and like clock management. I feel like he's doing stuff that a rookie coach is doing. And I feel like Baltimore just needs that new voice they can bring in. With the Philadelphia Eagles, they brought in Jalen Phillips from the Miami Dolphins. And honestly, I feel like Jalen Phillips has made a pretty good impact. He's had over 40 pressures, and he's getting after the quarterback, tallying up 5 sacks. He's doing his thing over there in Philly. I feel like Philadelphia, they're in a tough spot right now because I feel like the defense is playing well, but their offense could be playing way better. Like I feel like Jalen Hurts, he's a Super Bowl MVP. He's been to the Super Bowl 2 times. He lost the first time, but I still feel like he had an amazing performance both times. He did what he could to put the team on his back. And Mahomes, he's a hard QB to beat. So I gotta give the Eagles coaching staff and their defense credit for what they did in those Super Bowls. They did the best they can. I feel like this year, I feel like the Eagles' problem is really their offensive coordinator, Kevin Patullo. As soon as they let go of Kellen Moore, I think everything just went downhill because you saw how effective their offense was in 2024 with Kellen Moore. So I feel like that's had a huge impact ever since he's left. And the whole drama that's going around AJ Brown, not getting the ball and whining about how he's not getting the ball enough. But as a star receiver, you're going to want the ball. You're going to want the QB to feed you, and you're going to want to eat just like every other number one receiver will want the ball, and they want to cook for their team. But, yeah, on to the Los Angeles Chargers. I feel like with them, Justin Herbert, he's playing outstanding this year. He's playing better than last year, in my opinion. I feel like he's reading the field well, reading zone coverage, hitting Quentin Johnston and Lad McConkey. They're moving the chains, keeping the time of possession on their side. I feel like they're doing pretty well with that. I feel like their defense has been playing really well this year under Jim Harbaugh, John Harbaugh's brother. I feel like he's built that culture with the Chargers that we got to run the ball and control clock, because I feel like he did the same thing in Michigan with his running backs, with Donovan Edwards and Blake Corum. I feel like they knew how to keep pace within the game. So I feel like he's really doing a great job with that, and the Chargers coaches are really adapting to that run physical style, and we're gonna block our ass off to get to where we need to be. So I feel like that's amazing for them. But I want to talk back about my team, the Baltimore Ravens. You know, we got a head-to-head matchup this week against the Pittsburgh Steelers, Week 18. It's going down on Sunday, January 4th, 2026. And I feel like the three keys to the Baltimore Ravens winning is feeding Derrick Henry the ball, utilizing our tight ends, and the defense has to step up. They have to force turnovers. I feel like if we can force turnovers, we can win this game. They won't have DK Metcalf. They won't have Calvin Austin. Darnell Washington's out for the year. Samalu may not even play again this year because he's out with a knee injury. So I feel like pass rush is going to be very important for this game. We have to get after Aaron Rodgers because he loves getting rid of the ball fast. All he does is dink and dunk 5 yards. If we can get on that, I feel like we can stop the Steelers. I feel like they're going to utilize Jaylen Warren in the running and pass game, same with Kenneth Gainwell. But I feel like this matchup is really going to come down to who can control the trenches. And I feel like my team can do that. Derrick Henry went off last week, so that should be the top priority, is feeding him the ball, give him the ball over 20 times, and I feel like we'll win the game. Also control the clock. Controlling the clock is key. If we control the clock, I feel like the Steelers cannot beat us. They're not a terrible team. I'll give them their props. They have a solid D-line, so they're going to get after it. But I feel like if we control the line of scrimmage, we should be able to win the game. Yeah, so this is basically my first segment of DJ Sports Play. Make sure you guys follow my Instagram, DJ Sports Play. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel, DJ Sports Play. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications for more videos. And yeah, I am signing off. My name is Darren with DJ Sports Play.